the garage. We left off in the last video, half an hour ago, with finally putting in the last rod and piston. So next, I'm going to get the oil pump installed, set the pickup tube where it needs to be, and then I was gonna throw the timing set on and do the degreeing of the cam, but I think instead what we're gonna do is we'll throw the oil pan on and then we'll roll it over and we'll start installing and torquing the head studs and the heads, because my degreeing kit, the instructions in it they show you how to do it off of your rocker. So it probably doesn't matter. Like, I've seen lots of people do it with a piston stop, so they know where top dead is on the piston. I don't have piston stop, and so we're just going to follow the instructions. So we'll start by doing the pickup tube and the pump and getting the pan on and then rolling it over. Yes, it's a nice shiny Moroso pan and the block isn't painted yet. I'm going to put the pan on. I'm just going to finger tighten all the bolts. I'm not going to glue everything, just to keep the bottom end clean. And when it comes time to actually paint it, I have the stock pan and the stock valve covers, so we will use them when we paint it, and then we'll put the good parts back on. So yeah, let's get after it. Let's get the pump on, pickup tube, roll it over, start doing head studs, heads. I gotta find a clean container, fill it with oil, and soak the lifters so that we can put the lifters in too. And once the heads are on, the lifters are in, we can put the studs in for the rockers and check for pushrod length. I have the stock pushrods and a pushrod length checker. We'll start with the stock rods, the stock pushrods, and see where the rocker sits. The stock pushrods will be good enough for us to set the cam, timing, and do everything else while we wait for the right ones. So let's get after it. Okay, so the next step is to put in the ARP head studs. So according to the instructions, it says to use assembly lubricant, Moly assembly lubricant, or 30 weight motor oil. There was no assembly lubricant included in the boxes. I have a little bit left over from other ARP bolts or studs I've had over the years. But I'm just going to use engine oil, 30 weight engine oil. The only other thing is, you're supposed to check if any of the bolts go into water jackets. Now, according to my book, they don't, but I'm going to grab my flashlight. I'm going to see if they're blind holes or what's going on. I think we're safe, but if they go into water jackets, we do have to put thread sealant on these. And it says hand tight only. So apparently you just put them in hand tight and it's good enough, which surprising to me, but yeah. It says to torque the nuts. So that's what we'll do.
Built from nothing, that's how we roll. Torch in hand, we weld the unknown. Screaming, motor's danger zone. We don't read manuals, we make our own path. Fuel and fury in a thunder.
Okay, so now that the studs are in, I oiled the threads, put the studs in, hand tight, every one of them, and made sure they were all in roughly the same amount. And then I oiled the threads, oiled the underside of the washers, put the washers on. Oiled the threads again, oiled the top side of the washers. You can use the ARP Moly assembly lube if you have it. And they have a torque for that. And then they have a different torque for 30 weight motor oil. And that's all I used, was just 30 weight motor oil. It's cheap, it's what I had. And like I said, I don't have enough of that assembly lube to be doing this, unfortunately. but they give me torques either way. So they want you to go to 95 foot-pounds with the Moly lube, or 85 with the Moly lube and aluminum heads, or 130 foot-pounds with 30 weight motor oil. So obviously there's more resistance with one versus the other. I don't know. So the book here for 351 Cleveland 2V, which this is a 2V engine. These are 2V heads. They want a 3-step torque. 65, 75, and then 95 to 105 for the final. And then if it was the Boss or the HO, you go 65, 80, 100, 120, and then a hot torque of 125. So, and then if you look at a 429, it's 75, 105, 130, 140 for a final. Because we're going for a final of 130, which is what ARP says, I'm going to torque what the head studs say, not what the book says. And because the final torque here is the same as the final torque for the 429, 460, I'm going to use theirs 3-step torque. It's just percentage final is all you're doing. So you figure out your final, and then you can do 50%, 75%, or 75%, 90%, 100%, whatever you want to do. It's just so that you torque things down evenly. And then, of course, I have the torque sequence, which is pretty standard. Usually they're a spiral or type thing, and that's what this is. This is this one, 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 this one. Pretty standard torque. So like I said, I'm going to go with the 429, 460 torque. I will torque them all, and then on my final torque, I will double check, and then once I'm done both heads, I will triple check every bolt. Like I said, some people say you shouldn't do that, but that's how I like to do it, so that I know I've done it. Okay, so the next step is the rocker arm conversion kit. It's new stud mount rockers. However, they go on. I gotta read the instructions and see if I can figure these bad boys out.
Vintage frame. Yeah, fire dreams they race like flame. Cut it, clam it, weld it tight. If it fits, it drives tonight. Grinding gears and red line screams. This ain't no show, this is the dream. Built to a bone, full throttle sight, running on sweat, caffeine and spice.
Okay, so I'm gonna call that a night. As you saw, I just threw the rockers on just to get the box off my shelf and the poly locks. And then I put the valve covers and the really snazzy 1980s T-bolts so that you know that this is, you know, the baddest engine on the block now. But jokes aside, I just put the valve covers on, and I put the chrome ones on because I have not cleaned the original ones yet. I have the original oil pan and the original valve covers here. I need to clean them up before I put them on this clean engine. And then I just set the intake on, one of the two intakes he gave me. I gotta look at the other one, but I think we'll run the Edelbrock intake he gave me and not the Wyand, just because the Wyand has a smaller plenum on the bottom of the carburetor. Like it's very small. I've never seen one quite like that. So yeah, I set that stuff on, and then I just bagged the front. I put the timing set on it. Of course, I still have to degree it and everything, but I'm missing the cam bolt and the cam eccentric for the fuel pump. So I'm going to have to talk to the owner and see if he has those somewhere, or else we're going to have to order them. So that kind of puts me at a standstill for now. Of course, I can put in the lifters and stuff. I just need to soak them in oil. I just want to have a clean container, so I'm going to take a little jug to work, or get an old oil jug from work and cut it open, fill it with some oil, and let the lifters sit in it and soak and pump up a little bit. And then we'll put the lifters in, and then we can start test fitting push rods. And if we can find the bolt and the eccentric for the front, then I can finish the timing and start doing the front dress. And then of course I gotta wash up the valve covers and oil pan, put the old ones on so I can paint, and then continue with all the little pieces. His parts pile on my shelf is getting smaller over here, but of course the other shelf I have distributor wires, coil, MSD box, starter, water pump, fuel pump. He brought me the engine mounts, all kinds of stuff. So we're not even close to done, but at least it's starting to look like an engine. Oh, and the headers are there too, but starting to look like an engine. My pile is getting smaller, so which gives me a little more room in my garage. And I just had some fun tonight tinkering for the last 4 hours or so. So I'm gonna go in, take a shower, and call it a night. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for watching. You can follow me on Instagram. It's at BarkleyBuilt. And we'll see you in the next one.